Alright, this is the Spectre showcase for the assassin class. Look how much CDR is getting refunded every time I do this. Like, you're already back up again. Like, I don't even know what's going on. Do you see it? Like it just looks badass. Like, that's why I think it's a perfect class. Sounds broken? Yeah. And you're pretty much, you have like no cooldown. You kind of just like fly around. This is his basic attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is charge. Like a dagger swing up. And then this is a slam. He kind of just kicks down. So this first skill here is called air cut. Uses a dagger to uppercut enemies diagonally upwards. The next skill here is called blade stream. Continuously shoot flying blades forward, causing damage to the enemy. Okay, this skill here is called falling light. Flash above the target and cleave downward, causing displacement. Here we have the passive called medium armor master. This skill provides attributes and effects when wearing medium armor. This is the special dodge or evasion. When energy is less than 1 bar, using it will consume all energy and has a 20-second cooldown. This is called Yin Hong. It is a passive for blade stream. It's an enemy and applies bleed effect onto them. This skill here is your first finisher. It is called Blade Cry Absolute Flash. The skill unleashes continuous high-speed slashes into a certain area, repeatedly cutting enemies and dealing high damage. After casting the skill, you get 4 stacks of passive. Next one is called Shallow Reversal. In an invisible manner, penetrate behind the enemy and then turn back immediately and recall flying knives from both sides. This passive here is called Swift Shadow. Increases the casting range of falling light. You have another passive here called Ruthless Hand. Increases critical damage. Your next skill here is called Wind Spin. This attack launches spinning blades that remain in place for a period of time. If the player uses a normal skill or blade stream, blades will immediately fly forward towards that target and pursue them. If no damage is dealt, the blades will just return. This passive here is called Scar. After using Shallow Reversal on an enemy, the next normal attack that you deal will go into its 5th stage. So this is the normal one. You started off your normal attack string. 5th one, you get to instantly open up on your 5th stage, which is the dagger dab, or dagger stab. This is pretty much your extreme evasion. Every class has this. I don't need to explain that one. This is called Hui Shi, or beautiful attack. One translated to. This one might be a wrong translation, but I translated this one like 3 times. That's what it kept saying. The character performs an aerial somersault forward, creating an air current around them, gathering enemies forward and firing blades from all directions. This skill here is called Instant Shadow. Consumes 1 passive stack and instantly teleports to the designated location. During this time, your normal attacks are replaced by a 2-stage Instant Slash. The 2nd stage of Instant Slash grants you 3 passive stacks. After using the 2nd stage, normal attacks revert back to the original form. This skill here is called Moonscar. Consume 0, 2, and 7 passive stacks. Quickly swing your daggers and inflict numerous hits. The skill power gradually increases based on the current number of passive stacks. Detonating at tier 3 grants you 1 passive point back. The passive here is called Remnant Heart Path. Assassins can gain passive during combat at their 5th stage of normal attack or their 2nd stage of Instant Slash. The skill here is called Spin Dance. The skill involves a diagonal spin pulling in nearby enemies, with the final hit dealing high damage. The passive here is called Shadow Shard. For each time the skill Instant Shadow is casted, reduce the cooldown of Moonscar. Here we have Hunt Mark. Apply a Hunt Mark to the enemy with a dagger. After casting his skill, gain 3 points of passive. Okay, Shadow Hunter is the next passive here. Every segment of continuous combo attacks grant you 1 stack of passive. Next skill here is called Misconcealment. Increases movement speed by 30%. Using Instant Shadow or Dodge during this state will activate stealth for 5 seconds. Using any skill except Dodge, Instant Shadow, or Instant Slash will break the stealth and deal high damage to the first enemy hit. The skill also grants 50% dodge rate for 5 seconds upon activation. Both Dodge and Stealth can be triggered for a maximum of 3 times. This one is called Shadow Craving. It just continuously gains passive stacks over time. This skill is called Soul Punisher. The skill cuts all enemies within a selected area, immobilizing them and causing them to explode after a short delay. After returning to the origin point, the player can reactivate the skill, causing a 2nd attack that dashes them forward. The skill here is called Purifying Soul One Heart Slash. The character dashes forward and appears behind the enemy, delivering an attack that grants 7 points of passive. Next passive skill is called No Mercy. Each point of passive stacks consumed increases the damage up to 7 stacks. It's Severance. Throw a dagger at a designated location, which continuously deals damage and pulls enemies within. While the dagger exists, the player can reactivate the skill and teleport to the dagger and destroy enemies nearby. Alright, the next skill here is called Shadow Shriek. During this period of time, multiple shadows are summoned to dash and attack the target in the location. Finally, the user descends from the sky. All right, this is the badass move. The attack here is called 1,000 Shadows Falling Dust. Summon 2 shadows that remain for 10 seconds during this time. Whenever the main character casts a skill, excluding the ultimate, the shadows will all mimic that skill. During the end of the duration, the shadows will perform a coordinated attack to the nearest enemy, dealing high damage. The skill generates 7 points of passive. Okay, next skill here is called Heavenly Punishment. Jump into the air, become hidden, summon shadows that attack the ground from both sides, leaving a cross-shaped trail. Then reappear to unleash the final strike. Using the skill generates 2 points of passive. The skill here is called Shadow Falcon. The user performs a short backwards leap before generating multiple shadows that remain suspended in the air. After a brief delay, the shadows converge towards the center, triggering an explosion. This skill also generates 2 points of passive. And the level 80 skill is like some team skill that everyone just does together, so it's different every time. All right, time to figure out how the fuck to play this class. Jazz sent me a video of a rotation. This, into a double ult, into Moon Hunt. Okay, so Blade Severance is right there, into Instant Shadow. So you go back to your Q up here, QQ, into Moon Scar, into Soul Punisher. Okay, this is gonna be I'm gonna try. This is the first time I've never ever tried this. Also, I might not have as much base CDR as it, but it should be okay. So it's kind of just like figuring out. Okay, so pretty much the way this character works is he has passive stacks, which you gain from basic attacking, or detonating your ult, which gives you full stacks, or pressing your Q skill here, which is your stealth, that allows you to passively generate it. So if you open up with ult right here, you'll start at 7, then you press your E, which is your Moon Scar, to detonate all 7 stacks, which gives you a 10.5% damage buff. And after that, you just base roll your entire DPS rotation, and then you're good. Also, wait, another thing to keep in mind, if you ever feel like you're gonna drop your passive, which is almost impossible, by the way, look, you just have to detonate any passive. So 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. I press Q, it instantly goes back up. So you should never, ever realistically lose your passive when you're playing this character. And if you do, you can instantly get it back up at a click of a button. So if you're looking for like a high mechanical class, like a high like brain mechanical kind of class, this class is not it. You probably do need fast hands to play it, but if you're looking for something very high IQ and like min-maxing certain skills, like I don't think this is the one. But the rotation on the CN video, it shows him pressing Q, ult, into E, into second ult, into E again, R, X, or not X, R again, I thought X was the other one, into C, take the C, and then you do your Instant Shadow and Shadow Slash. You get your cooldown back up for your Moon Scar, and you detonate Moon Scar, and then you end it off with your Soul Punisher. That is a DPS rotation on the CN server.